Hi, welcome to our first tutorial in the series on creating an animation within SketchUp. This module is used to design animations in order to present your work when you finish within SketchUp. Using animations, you're able to create the flyover effect or the walkthrough effect. You can choose which one you need depending on what type of model you are dealing with. So to start with, before we get into the actual animation, we're going to talk about a couple things that you can change in your model that will allow for you to create kind of some neat animations. And we're going to start with changing the style of your model, being able to change edge styles and also face styles. So to begin with, we're going to go ahead and open our file that we created in the last module, which was a gazebo design. You can go ahead and open your own gazebo. If you do not have your own, you can download the example file, which is on the website. So we're going to go ahead and open it up. If you are using the example file, you're going to see a gazebo that is similar to the one that's on the screen here. And this is what we're going to use for the assignment on actual creating an animation. Right? But to start with, I'm going to show you how to change the style of some different things on your model. Right? To start with, if you go up to the Window tab, you'll notice that there is a link for Styles. And when you click on it, you're going to get a dialog box that looks like this. And if you click on the Select tab, you'll notice some different styles with different backgrounds, some different line types, and there's also a pull down menu here that has a variety of different styles to choose from. We are on the assorted styles. You can also choose by color, go to default, there's watermarks, or specifically change the types of edges in your drawing. For instance, if we wanted to go to a more hand-drawn look, we can choose sketchy edges, and you can see the different line thicknesses, line colors, weights, and just by clicking one of those, you're going to see that in your model it goes to that type of drawing. Just click through a couple of these so you can see. So there's lots of different line types that we can choose from. Within that, with the line type, you can also see you can click on the faces, and within the faces we have the different styles to choose from as far as lines being shown, lines being hidden. We can actually color in our faces with what we call a shaded look, or we can place our textures, which would be materials such as brick or concrete or shingling or wood, which you can see pop up on the gazebo here. So that's the difference between a shade and a texture. And we also have the X-ray, which allows us to see through it. We also, if you look in some of the assorted ones, there's some styles that have kind of been already created within SketchUp that you can use. It kind of gives you a blue background here with white lines. Here's one where we get some more of the earth tones in the background with the blue and green, a monochrome look. This is one that would look like it was done in more of a technical CAD program such as an AutoCAD with a black background and white lines. We have a watercolor effect, whiteboard markers. So all different types of styles you can choose. Now the reason I'm showing you these is when we go into our animations, as you start to create scenes for your animation, you can change the styles, and throughout the animation it will shift from style to style as the camera's moving around. We'll explain a little more about that when we get to the final tutorial on creating an animation, but for right now we just want you to play around with the different types of styles, being able to change edge styles, line styles, and we also have what we call creating a watermark. And creating a watermark brings an image into the background. So for instance, let's see if I have an image I could bring in offhand. Oh, let's look under our pictures folder. And well, let's just look. Took a vacation to Las Vegas, find a nice background picture. Right now they're asking you when you bring in this image, do you want it to be an overlay or would you like it to be in the background? In this case we want it in the background. And we want to unlock the aspect ratio. That will stretch it across the entire screen and finish. And now you can see that we have that watermark in the background, and now you can use your rotating and moving options, and the image is going to stay there in the background as a watermark, and you can move around your model to kind of fit within that. So that's another option with the styles. So for the first tutorial here, you should understand how to get into the styles menu, how to edit line types, line styles. We can also change the face styles, and we can also create watermarks. So that's 3 options to change the style of your model. And go ahead and play with that so you understand that, and move on to the second tutorial, which will talk a little bit about section views.